Yo, it's Jesse with Bowman Land Clearing. So we got another job next to one of my buddies. I went to, we did the diesel school, or not diesel school, the lineman stuff. I got to get this off right here. We're gonna have to grind it, grind the knobs, get the machine warmed up, get it off the trailer, and we'll be doing that fence line right there. So it's gonna be pretty tight because there's a bunch of road and traffic coming in. So we just gonna have to figure it out. But we're gonna mulch all that right there around that barn, and then right down through there and all the way over here and around my buddy's place. So this is a field that is for a different customer, and then ended up finding out this is one of my buddies too. So we're going to go ahead and get this off. I'm gonna let Dad mulch this tomorrow. I've got my 30-foot sold, so I've got to get it. So we're gonna grease it, grind the knives, and fuel it up because it's almost empty. So let's get at it. So we got the customer talking to my dad, or my dad's talking to the customer. We're just going to kind of give him a little bit of a free show. We see what we're dealing with. We're close to 100 psi. So the sun's right in the way too. So tomorrow the sun should be on the backside of us. And we got a road right in here, so we're gonna have to figure out what we can do here. Let's see, we turn that down. Got a little bit of grease in her. Let it warm up for about 30-40 seconds. I love sitting in this machine, but some days it's gonna be rough during the winter time. But we got a bunch of jobs. We got one that's probably, hopefully I get, that's gonna be pretty scary. Well, it's not gonna be scary for me because I need to pay my bills, but it's gonna be the last person flipped on their machine, or flipped their tractor. So let that warm up real quick, then we'll get at it. Back to being dusty again, because it'd be like that. dark. It looks a lot darker in the machine. It kind of looks like that right there. It looks pitch black. You can barely see hand. This looks fine, but I can see in front of me, but it's kind of hard to see if there's any stumps or any chunks or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and stop it here, and then Dad will pick up in the morning. So I'm not sure how he'll record or anything like that, but he's over there watching. So we got to get his truck, the F550 set up for a fuel tank, air compressor, so that way he can have some tools as well. So I might have to go save up and kind of buy some toolkits here and there. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night, and then him come back in the morning and mulch it up. All right, so Dad got it here late. The cats have a battery disconnect so that nobody will steal it, and but he got a pretty good bit done today. I'm gonna come out here and kind of drag some of this off this. Now I've still got to hit those stumps. He did say something about there's a strand somewhere out through here. Sound like somebody's burning wood for winter. It is kind of windy and chilly. I'm trying to see if I can't find a strand. He said the strand's either up towards the corner or something. So I'm gonna try to mulch this up best I can, clean it up, make it look good. I'm thinking it's right in here. So he left me this. I'm gonna try to like stuff like this that's shoved in the ground. And then most of this is pine, cedar, so we should be pretty good. He didn't record none because he was in a rush. So I'm gonna clean all this stuff out from out of the field. And I mean, that mulch right there looks pretty good. So Dad got all this right here. We're gonna try to keep on going. We got some tops to throw back over and remulch everything up, which he done pretty good. I mean, that's 15 foot. A little bit of back dragging, looked pretty good. Close to the fence, definitely gonna take those out because that's the whole point of us. He said get as close as you can. Whatever's on the fence is what we'll take down. So, but also there's a fence right there. So oh yeah. Oh yeah, this looks pretty good. Yep, my dad done pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get up here and kick all this stuff out. I think there's some tires over here. Drag this stuff off. Man, if I had a Mini X, it'd pay to have it done. So now he's just got to get that, and I'm gonna kind of clean some of this stuff up, and then that way he can get in here and hit most of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and have him clean this up a little bit, and that way we can go ahead and keep going. Trying to set this on these tires here, but it's too heavy. Got those tires out now, we'll be able to come in a little closer. Try to clean this up a little bit. Trying to find something to set this on, but it's the only thing that seems it's heavy. Anyway, we'll figure something out.